Okay, so here we are. Back to the, I'll put that in my put away box. This is back to the journal, this journal. And we were going to put on the cover today, but we're going to wait because I went ahead and ordered a moss green craft text paper. And that's what I'd kind of like to use on it. There's, I think, maybe a mustard yellow coming too, or it's saffron maybe. But it would be really pretty too. But anyway, so I want to wait for that. So this is my box. And I have several of these going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know. So I put the bunny in here so that we can use it in the album. I also brought along the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. And I'm thinking that maybe we might put a couple of these pages into the Songs of Spring. That's just a glue paper. And then here's the papers that go with the album. They're extras, but we can use those for collage. And then I have all my cut-aparts and stuff and my thicker paper prints. Some of these I printed out and they were just too large, so I have resized most of them. You can see this one comes clear to the edge. So anyway, I have these in here to use as cut-aparts. And just other pages, collage sheets, and all of that is in here. I did put on my Etsy site one set of, I think it's 10, maybe it's 10 or 15. One of them's 15, one's 10, of stuff for the back. It does not include that one or that one. I might have used them all on the album. Excuse me, I got a cough. Goodness. The receipts, the 1800s receipts, these. One is just the plain receipts, and then the other one, and they're full 8.5 by 11, and the other one is a coffee dyed paper, and then I inlaid this into it. And they actually turned out really nice. You can see a lot of the writing through and maybe the building, but it's all really light in the background, so you might check them out and see if you're interested. I didn't put a huge price on them, because I'd like to get them out there and share. Now, I did not get to my sewing machine either, so we are going to work today without the sewing machine because I didn't bring it over. It's only about 4 feet away, but there's a table in between me and that one, a small table. And that means I would have to drag my chair around this table and over to there, so we'll see. I might get my little machine set up over here. My one over there is a little bit bigger. So we have our library cards. An extra piece of paper. This little bin here that I put in here, this is as I get smaller things prepped, I'll start putting them in here. And then, you know, pretty soon all this will come out or will be made and will be in this box to go in this album. So that's what that's all about. So, do I have belly bands in here or do I need to cut some out? Belly band. Now that's a big pocket, but it could be sliced, and if we don't want to use it as a pocket. Oh, there's a big belly band, and made into another big belly band. There's a card. Here's another pocket. Now these are the little pockets too, but my thought was that they could actually be just a little flip open where you could write in here. So we might do some of that today too. Let's take that out of there. A giant ticket, a small ticket. Did I make those? I guess I might have. Wow, I did that. I did? I don't know. I'll have to check my big sheet and make sure I did. I do have lots of little things in here. Here's an admission ticket. Hard to see, huh? I don't know, my light's just all wrong today. Do I have my overhead on? I do. There it is, see? And here's a few others that I did. So anyway, yeah, I guess I did do those. And a little tiny squirrel I cut out. Some little tiny tags. Here is some different tags, bigger ones. And some journaling cards. Those are library cards. Those go over there. More of these pockets. They're all a little bit different. I did make a lot of pockets for this one. But, well, it was cleaning off my dauber. So anyway, I'm really considering doing something a little different with those. We'll see. I have a couple of them. Here's another little pocket. And another little pocket. Oh, and another little pocket. Here's one that I sewed around and did a really lousy job, so it went back in the bin, just like I'm going to do right now. Here's some more belly bands. And here's another pocket that I have sewn around. I have sewing to do, don't I? That one is sewn around. And that one, the belly band, journaling card. I don't know what I was doing there. Who knows? Postcard. A key. And then I have all these words and stuff in here, and some more tickets and tags, and just lots of goodies. And of course I have that little bluebird feather that I saved. And you can't see it very well, but the very tip of it's just slightly blue. I need to set my timer so I don't go way over time. How long have we been here already? 10 minutes? So I'll go ahead and set this for 40 minutes. And then if we get anything done in that time, great. I'm sure we will. Okay, so let's see. I think I have it all cut out. That's the belly bands. And that's another sheet of belly bands. I had to do a lot of printing to get it to do what I was kind of wanting it to do. Don't know what I was doing with that. I have no idea. Hard to say. I'll put it over there. Okay, so let's start with these journaling cards. We want to decorate them up a little bit. I was going to start with belly bands, but now I'm switching gears over to journaling cards. Don't need that. Might need that. That goes over there. Put that back in there. Oh, we can put backs on postcards. And then let's see, we'll pick out some belly bands here. And that. Put the little ephemera back in there for right now. And those pockets. And I guess we'll put that pocket in there for right now. And then these are something we can work on building. Okay, we are going to start with our postcards and our journaling cards. I'm going to need a chomper because I'm going to want to chomp corners. Okay, so that's a 1/2 inch. It makes a nice big round corner. I do like that. Whoops. And if you put it in there wrong, it makes a really weird corner. There we go. So, we will do that with those. Now, where's Miss Edith Holden? Let's do the backs first. Journaling cards, journaling cards. And you're doing journaling cards. Okay, let me bring you a little closer. Right about there. Okay, so I can't come below this line. And let my top off up there. Okay, will this fit on that? Yes, it sure will. Okay. Now, I'm going to glue this down on here. And if it's a journaling card, there's a couple things we can do. We can make it so that it opens or that it flips out off the page. Let's flip it out off the page. So let me grab I have extras, and so I might as well use them up. I'm going to cut this out. And we are going to use it to make a flip. So we are going to score it at a 1/2 inch. Oh, I don't usually use this one for scoring because it usually tears right through the paper. And it only needs to be so big. It doesn't need to be that big. I think I'm going to cut that little piece off right there. Oh, so for the last several days, I have been making digitals. Wowza. Even started making some this morning. Okay, so there's we have our 1/2 inch. Now I'm just going to lightly score one at 1 inch. Not with that. Going back to my go-to one. Going to lightly score one at 1 inch so I can flip it over here and see my line, and then I can just give it a straight cut. And I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to clip my corners just slightly. Let's see. I just want to trim them up a little bit so that when they go underneath something like a card or something, they will not be sealable. So let's glue that to this, just like that. Oh, that glue feels very almost empty. And this one is very full, so I hope it's ready to go. So I have to make several videos because my grandkids will be coming and they will have to stay for several days, about 4 days. Not all my grandkids. That would be like a lot. But two grandkids. Then when the grandkids leave and go on vacation with their mom and dad, we're going to take their dog. So the grand dog will be here for a week. And my dog will be so excited. She absolutely loves Ivy. That's the dog's name. Okay, this needs a back on it. So I'd like to put this on here. This is a raspberry tea dyed paper that I did. Or is that one? No, this is the rose. I can tell when I look at this side. This is the rose dyed paper. Because the raspberry tea usually turns kind of a bluish color. Okay. Glue stick. And where did I put that piece of waxy paper? Sorry, I know it's noisy. I'm in camera. Just shout at me if I'm not. No, I'll come back. Promise. Right along that little edge there, but we don't want to go way over this. We want to stay just to this side of this seam or ridge or whatever you call it. Right now I can't think of what you call it. I'll tell you, when it goes to putting this down, sometimes it just like grabs it instantly, even before you're ready. Oh my goodness, he picked up a bunch of glue off of there. Kind of ruined the card, so we'll put something over that. The card is not ruined yet. But that means I need to throw that piece of paper away and get out another one, fresh one. Or spend time cleaning that one off, which I'm not going to do. I need to learn to use the papers like Rachel and Gail do. A couple others I've seen doing that way. I'm sure we'll find an Edith Holden to put on there. Get rid of that. Into the garbage it goes. Okay, let's see what we can put on there. Edith Holden, where are you? Oh, we also have this drawer with some goodies in. I gotta move a few things before I can get the drawer out. My nature drawer. See? Might as well show it to you. There it is. Nature abounds. I also have some things in there that I haven't opened yet. Oh dear. But this is kind of what I'm after. This is stuff to cover up my eyes. Not quite. Gonna need something bigger than that, Angela. I might have to cut that down and make a little pocket there. That would be okay. I could cut that down, that wouldn't hurt. Let's see. So let's cut it down right here. Grab a pencil. Where's that line? There it is. Now I'm going to have to reshape that little trim there. There we go. I do think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a little pocket on the door. So I'll cut it right there. I know, it's like, don't cut it up, don't cut it up. But you know, I can't save it all forever. And I hate to think of my poor kids having to go through it all. So I might as well use it. That's what I bought it for. Okay, so I'm going to have to do something to that edge. I think I will go back to my coffee dyed paper, or coffee dyed ink. I was using the darker ink, but now it looks really dark. So I want to go back to kind of a vintage look. Although I do love the espresso color. It's so dark and rich looking. Sorry if I was out of camera. So anyway, I have, this morning I started working on my Christmas 2020 set of papers. And they'll be coming out in probably a few weeks or more. I have 18 pages to work on. I gave myself a limit of 18. So some of that might be ephemera or, you know, stuff like that. Now what else does that need? That needs something else there. What does it need? Maybe a little lace, or I wasn't going to do lace in this one. But something, needs something. Needs like a little piece of leather. That glue just got all over this card. I'm about ready to try a new card. Okay, I have to set it aside. Let's try again. I'm gonna put that with that too. Okay, journaling card. Let me grab my glue book. I know I have one. I just had it out this morning. Oops. The Genetics of Garden Plants. Okay. Once again, we are making a flip. Now, where'd the rest of that paper go? Okay. Going to give that a little score. I need to put this one away. I don't like to use it. It has a funky end on it. Okay. You know, you don't have to use these papers. I just know that I have a lot that I will need to use up. So, because I had to print so much to finally see the right papers produced. Okay, this goes that way. So this is going to go on here. Sorry if I'm out of camera. I'm not scooted up like I should be. Okay, there's that one. All right, now we're on the right track. Nope. Yep. Okay. Glue stick, I left it open. Oh, that's a nice paper. I don't remember what I used, but it's sure soft. There we go. That's better. When they're gluey, the papers get kind of misshapen. Okay. Now I want to angle that corner. Oh, it's wet. It does not like wet glue. Oh, that's right. I think I got something stuck in there. There we go. There. Okay. Goes this way. Okay, we have a journaling card with a bee. Now, what else does it need? Needs a little something, doesn't it? Maybe a little mushroom in here. And maybe a field label. Something like that, maybe. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this field label is go around the edges. I'm going to put it down with a little bit of glue on 3 sides. So here I am already thinking about how I'm going to stuff the journal full. Just like that, but first needs a little, that won't work. Needs a little tiny hole punch. Huh? Went up and hit me in the face and then went down my shirt. Goodness. Wild and wacky field label. Whoops, I forgot to darken that. It's easy enough. Insert paper. And there we go. And some of my other digitals that I did was I uploaded some Christmas sorry, some Christmas ones that are little miniature sheet musics. I've got minis and mini minis. So all the sheet music we use for stuff. Now we can also print out mini sheet music and use it right in our journals. It's Christmas music, or you can't hardly read it. I mean, it's tiny, but it's not so tiny that you can't see it. Okay, so there's that. Now, just because I want to, I'm going to see where those tickets are in here. There's one. And let's see, that's a, oh, a tiny tag would work. That would be nice. there's that. But here's an admit one. And this is on pretty heavyweight paper, but I could put a backing on it. I have to do something to it. It's just white. So there's an admit one. And this one, it says good for 30 cents. Maybe a carnival or something. And this one is admission, number 633. So, the backs. What do we do with the backs? And do we want a tag in there? Can't put too much in there, can we? Oh, I already inked that one, so nothing has to happen there. Let's see. Do we want to put it back on? I don't think we need to, but we have to do something to them, so. No, we really don't. We really don't have to do anything to them. Except for maybe just ink them up a little more. Because if I keep adding, then I end up adding too much. This is just working the paper a little bit, stretching it out. And if I add too much, then the book just gets a giant gator mouth. Okay, so there's one ticket. And here's a good for 30. And here's an admission. Feel like we should be going to the carnival, huh? Oh, that third one, just I don't like it. I think we'll have to do the tag. But we'll have to put something on the tag. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's take a look at our book. We don't want to put too much in it. We have about 11 minutes. We know that that needs to go on this side. I kind of like it here. So I think that's what we'll do. Should we go up on this one? And then we'll start successively putting them down further in throughout the journal. Okay. That way the journal gets a little better weighted. So now you'll see why I turned this into a card, except for I glued it on upside down. Oh, Ange. What am I going to do with you? Anyway, I have 3 sheets of the Christmas music digitals where you make a mini and a mini. And on those is also some ephemera that I made. And each one has ephemera on it. Either mini postcards or ephemera that I built using my Graphics Fairy membership. Or what else did I use? I don't remember. right offhand. So I want to put this one up a little higher, not all the way to the top. And there we go. Okay. There is our first item in our book. Yeah, I think that looks good. I like it. And let's see, what could be next? We have 8 minutes. Let's make another journal card. And let's see, it will be a flip also. Now this one is going to have to go this way. Same way with this one. Really, it goes that way. Angela. Who'd have thought? Now on this one, we could score it and then make it a flip that way. Let's do that. That way, because you can see the card would be getting caught up on everything in the book. So if we turn it into a hinge as well, then it will be out of the way when it gets inside the book. So we need to cover the back plus that, so that this, when it's on the back of the page, on the so when it's inside here, something pretty shows, like an eyeball from a squirrel. Oh my goodness, there's an eyeball on there. So we can use, I have collage paper. We don't really want to use collage paper on there. That's a journaling card, so let's find some journaling paper. Let's use this coffee dyed paper. I don't want that to stick to that. We'll take it off of there. Now Gail and Rachel usually fold these up as they go, but look at that, it's split. Wowzy. Wowzy. I'm going to set it right there for now. Oops, I set my glue side down. That was good. Hey, it's glued to my book. Oh my, Ange, what are you doing? Yeah, I still got glue on it. But we'll figure that out too. That's okay. That's all right. So, what have you guys been doing? Anything fun? Anybody doing anything fun? I'm doing this. This is my fun. I need to go out and work in my yard, that's for sure. It's really suffered with a lot of heat we've had lately. This one must not be cut straight on the line. Okay, there we go. Now, let's put that little line back in there. And there we go. I'm going to corner that just a little bit, just so it looks better. Or at least I like it better that way. I'm going to round the corners after it dries a little bit. So I'll be working on a couple of different journals at a time. So some of my videos will be finishing up this album. Sometimes I'll work on it on my own. I was going to make it a tutorial, but I decided that it would just be a craft along with me, and or something like that, or just a process journal, a process video. Because if I do tutorial, I need to keep going straight on it for days on end, and that's a little harder to do because you want to get it finished. Now when I do a file folder or something like that, I will definitely make that into a tutorial, because I won't make my file folder journals like everybody else has been making theirs. We all make them differently. So I will show you all of that. Okay, Mr. Squirrel. That is so much better. Now, what can we do to Mr. Squirrel? Nope, not that. No. Kind of thought he should be with some mushrooms, but I don't want to put them over him. Nope. Zzz. There's a bug. Ferns. I need some real ferns to put in there. Okay, well, okay, had to figure out how to get rid of it. Oh, it's going off and I can't understand how to shut it down. One alarm has the dismiss buttons one area, and that one had it on another area. Ooh, that's a nice one. I like that one better. We'll finish up this card, and then we'll call it an eventful day. There we go. Do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. That stuff really can get away from you there, can't it? Maybe he can use some of that to make a bedding in his little house. Okay, this is going to take the other glue. I'm trying out the sugar bell covers. Trying to see if they actually will work to keep the glue. Yeah, I don't know with this glue if it will work or not. You might have to put a pin in it to, but I'm going to try it because if it works good, well then that's better. Let's get the writing right side up instead of upside down. Let's get me in the camera. Okay. There we go. Oh, it's crooked. You have a little bit of leeway on that Fabri-Tac. So that's good. Okay, let's put that into the second journal area. And how many pages in was I? 1, 2, I was in 3 pages. So we have 1, 2, 3. Well, that'll go nice. Let's make sure it fits. So it'll go right there and it will be a flip out. Just like that. I pull that page out of there. Now the other one started up here, so I'm going to put this one in about the center. I'm not going to be particular about it being right on center. Okay, here we go. That one's good. That one's good. Now if it catches on the edge there, you can go ahead and give it another score just beside the other one. And then that will give it just a little leeway to open and close. There we go. How's that? Cool. So our next card will go down here. Okay, well, we're going to call it a video for this one. And so we didn't get a lot done. We did talk about what I got in the mail, and that took up quite a bit of time. So anyway, we've got our first flip out card with 3 pieces of ephemera in it and a specimen card. And our next one, we have just applied a little stamp and some stuff behind it. This is what it looks like. That's that one. And was I out of camera for the other one? I'll tell you, it is really tough to remember to stay in camera. That's the inside of that one. So there we go, and there's a little pocket with the tickets. Okay, so when we come back, we will make one for this journal as well, and then we're going to make a belly band after that for each journal. Okay? All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.